in your life, have you ever gone through a moment where you felt so confused that you could figure out nothing? Where there were papers all over your desk, where you were scratching your head, where you were so confused that you just wanted to give up and push it all away? If yes, then this video is for you, where today we will be decoding exactly how you can deal with confusion so that it does not frustrate you. Instead, it helps you grow and keep getting to your success faster. Let's begin. Confusion is something that all of us go through in our lives. Whether it is from the smallest of things to the biggest of things, such as not even knowing what to do with your life, these are the emotions that we constantly experience. It is those moments where we have no idea how to take the next step, where we have no idea what is happening next. And then it can create a real ruckus in our brains. It can make us feel so confused. Everything is jumbled up. You have no idea what is leading to where. When you started out, you might have felt the path would be one step, second step, third step, fourth step. When in reality, all that is happening is you're going around in squiggles, you're not able to figure out anything. All of us go through that. All of us experience those emotions. And the thing is, confusion will be there. All of these emotions are there from the smallest of things. In fact, we experience them right from our childhood. One of the very first instances of confusion that I remember is in nursery grade. It is something very trivial, but still, it counts as confusion. I remember our teacher was teaching us that an apple is red, we were doing colors and all of those things. And at that moment, I was confused. I was like, how is that true? Because I had seen some green apples at the store. I had eaten some green apples the other day. And I thought, no, this is not true. What is true then? Are apples red or are apples green? That was my confusion. What I did was, I told to my teacher, ma'am, but apples are also green, red, and she said yes. Then we had that discussion. That is one of the most distinct memories I have of my childhood. But it shows us a very important thing. And that is, confusion has been there with us for the longest time. Even when it is in a very small thing, right? Whether an apple is red or green. Does it seem like a big question? No. But in the mind of me, when I was in nursery at the age of 4, it was a big question. And that is the same thing that happens in our lives. Today, our big questions are, when should I write my book? When should I start on my YouTube channel? What if people think of me this way? Is this project really the one that I should go for? Out of all these job offers, which one should I select? Which college should I go to? Which course should I pursue? What should I do with my life? Should I go for a job? Should I go for building something of my own? Should I follow my creative pursuit? Should I do this? Should I do that? We are entangled in this entire web. We are entangled in these thoughts, and then we give up. We say, I am not really able to figure out what to do. I have no idea. Let's just do what everybody else is doing. But then the problem with that is, you don't get the happiness that you want. You don't get the success that you want, that you started out with the first place from, that you started out with the desire from. And that is why we have to learn to get over this confusion. We have to learn to sort these things out. And that is why we have to begin from the base up. What is confusion? Why it isn't actually bad, why it may be a sign of intelligence for you, and how you can build through that. That is what we'll start understanding now. When you are in that headspace where everything seems to be going wrong and where you're not able to sort anything out, confusion feels like your worst enemy. It feels like it is there to put you off track, it is there to make you a failure. But what if I told you that confusion is a sign that you're working hard? Confusion is a sign of intelligence. Confusion is a sign that you will make it. And I know what you're thinking. Prabhsimrat, are you crazy? Really? How does confusion even make sense? How does all of this even make sense, that confusion is a sign of intelligence? Well, here's how. And that is what confusion also is. That is how we are coming to the definition of confusion as well. The reason why confusion is a sign of intelligence is that it is proving that you are not just following one single method blindly. The difference between being a leader and just being a follower is that you are really hardworking when you're a follower. You keep giving your efforts, you keep doing the things, you keep managing everything well, you are efficient, you're doing things fast. But what if the things that you're doing, they are wrong in the first place. As a reader, that is what you clarify. As a leader, that is what you focus on. And with that, then you are able to put your efforts in the right direction. Climbing the ladder is important, but it is also important to understand whether the wall that the ladder is leaning against is the right one or not as well. And when you understand that, that is when you become a true leader, and that is what confusion helps you with. And how? Here's a simple outlook. Let's say you make a plan. You decide, this is what I want to do, I'll follow it. You're like, okay, this is what I want to do, I'll do it. You take action, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. Halfway through, you realize you're wrong. All of that you did has been going in waste. It is not going to take you to success. At that moment, you would feel, I have no idea what to do with my life. I'm so confused. And then you have two choices at that moment. Either you just give up because you're confused, because you have no idea what is happening, or you question, you understand what is actually going on, what is the right thing to do, what is not, and through that you grow, through that you succeed, through that you get to the kind of success that you want to achieve. And that is why confusion is a sign of intelligence. Confusion helps you question. Confusion helps you realize that, all right, the process that I have decided to follow, is it really right? Is it really the one that I should follow? What if this happens? What if that happens? That is not negative thinking. That is not being confused. That is hoping for the best, being prepared for the worst. And so, when you understand how to capitalize on confusion, how to capitalize on those doubts, and use them to your advantage, use them as a strong base to push your success higher and higher, then you will use confusion to your advantage, and confusion will really become your best friend. Now, the thing is, how do we really do that? How do we make confusion our best friend? And the simple answer is, sort it out, write it out. The thing is, we jumble these things in our heads so badly. We say, I have to do this, I have to do that, but then this, but then that. And you have no idea what the first thought was. You have no idea where you are headed in your mind. You have no idea all of the things that you thought through. And it is just a circus. It is just a ruckus that is going on in your head. But if you just put that entire ruckus out on paper, you'll start seeing clarity come through. You'll start seeing the differences come through. And for that, here's the simple thing that you need to do. What is the situation that you're confused about? Write it down. Whatever thoughts are going on in your head, as it is, write them down. No judgment, no calls, no thinking I'm so stupid, I'm so negative. Just write it all down. Trust me, you might feel a little intimidated in this part of the process, but when you do this, you will feel so much lighter at the end, because the baggage will be off your head. You will be able to think much more clearly. You will be able to space it out, create that distance from that confusion when you see it in front of you on paper. Now read through it. What exactly is the situation? And then write it down objectively. What is the situation that is confusing me? What is the cross points that I am at? What are the choices that I have? Write them down. Then another simple approach, question that. What is the benefit of this approach? What is the con of this approach? Write down the pros and cons of every decision. If I do this, what will happen? If I do this, what will happen? Benefits, negatives. Write that down, and you will see in rational terms. You will see in a pictorial chart in front of you. You make those lines, design it however you want to put it out, or simply write it down. Pros, cons, make a list, plus or minus. And with that, what will happen is that you will be able to see at the situation very objectively. You will be able to look at the confusion as it is, not as it is playing in your head, not through the perspective through which you're used to seeing it. And what change will it bring? It will bring you new insights. It will bring you some fresh air. It will give you that wider, bigger perspective. And then you have to ask yourself one simple question. What is it that I want to do? What aligns with my long-term vision, and what aligns with my values? And most of all, which of this is going to make me feel the most fulfilled and happy? Which of this is giving me the most fulfillment? Which of this is creating the most impact? Ask yourself these questions. Put this list out, and I'll just list it out again in simple terms. It is right here in front of your screen now. 1, 2, 3, 4. After you've done the plus minus, the question that you have to ask are: number 1, what is it that I truly want to do? Number 2, that is here, is does it align with my values? Does it align with the impact that I want to make? Number 3, does it align with my vision? And number 4, does it make me fulfilled and happy? The side that has most yeses, go with that, follow that, and again clarify your path, clarify your purpose and everything. And with that, right, you will be set for achieving success. You will be set for making confusion your best friend, and then it will help you become more intelligent because you wouldn't have just blindly followed a process. You would have ensured that the ladder is lined up against the right wall before you start climbing it. And with that, no one will be able to stop your success. When we are at the lower level, right, when we are seeing we're only climbing one step, we have no idea what to do ahead. And we see these people who are climbing at leaps and bounds, who are doing amazing things. And when there are two things that can happen. The first thing is they are doing really great in their lives. They've figured it out. They've dealt with their confusion. Be happy for them. And the second thing is they might just be doing the wrong thing. That is, the ladder is leaning up against the wrong wall, but they're just climbing it and climbing it and climbing it and not really finding the happiness that they seek. It's just a perception on the outside. Don't compare yourself with them. Follow your own path. Chart out your own destiny. And with the help of confusion, with the help of these jumbling thoughts in your head, what should you do, what should you not do, make this plus minus list, answer all of those questions, and you will be all set to achieve success and grow in your life. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. How have you been dealing with confusion? What is the one thing that you're confused about right now, and how will you apply this? Let's all discuss. Let's start the process from right here. Comment below and let me know. Also, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, as it keeps me motivated and it also helps you keep notified whenever a new video comes out, so that you're always fast tracked on your journey to success. And share this with as many people as possible. Let them know how they can deal with their confusions better. Share it with your team, share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues, and see how all of you prosper, see how all of you grow together, and how you can make doubt and questioning and confusion your best friend, so that you are always ready and so that you also always keep growing on your journey to success. Remember, you are awesome, you are limitless, and you will rock the world. Start making confusion your best friend. Think objectively, write it out all on paper, and you will succeed. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.